Hi, I'm Mrs. Gallant, one of the school counselors from Barbara Bush Middle School, and I'm going to be walking you through the 7th grade course selection Google form for current 6th graders. Your student will get this soon, and they will be able to fill it out to choose their courses for next year. So when you get this link, the first page is just some basic information, your child's CFB email, their first name and last name, and student ID number. Then there's some things that we want you to note. At this time, BBMS will only be offering traditional learning for the 2021-2022 school year. All students will be expected to report to campus in person. Students who do not complete this course selection by March 12th, that's the day before spring break, may have their electives chosen by the counselor. Once elective choices are selected, you are committed to remain in your elective for the duration of the school year. And then do not submit or finalize this Google form, this course selection, until you're completely ready, because you can only submit it one time. So once those have been read and understood, you'll just click I understand and go to the next page. So here's information about required courses at BBMS. We are an IB school, and to meet IB criteria, all 7th grade students must take these classes: language and literature, mathematics, individuals and societies, which is social studies, and science, as well as 1 semester of tech apps and 1 semester of Spanish. Your child will be in the same placement next year as they are this year. So if they're in IDS now, they'll be in IDS next year. If they're in fundamentals now, they'll be in fundamentals next year, unless the teacher or counselor recommends a different placement. You'll be able to choose 2 electives. You can choose a PE elective and a fine art. So the options for PE are PE, karate, or athletics, and athletics does require a physical. You'll also be able to choose a fine art, band, orchestra, choir, or theater. Fine arts classes have a high probability of filling up, so your child will get to select a first preference and a second preference for fine arts. So the first thing that they'll choose is their PE. Would they like to be in PE, Karate 1, Karate 2? They can only take Karate 2 if they were in Karate 1 as a 6th grader, or athletics for boys or athletics for girls. And again, athletics requires a physical, so they'll just make their selection. Then they will choose a fine art, and if they're taking a fine art that's different from the current year, they'll probably be placed in a beginner class. So if they're in choir this year and they'd like to be in band next year, they'll probably be placed in a beginner band class. So that's just something to keep in mind. So students will choose their first fine art elective. Maybe they want choir because they were in choir last year, or maybe they want to try something new. And then they'll choose their second elective for fine arts, just in case their first elective gets full. So this is the part where parents, we really need you to be with your child, or at least have an idea of what they're going to put. First would be your name and your phone number and your email. And then we're asking some information from you. What are your plans for next year? This just gives us a general idea. You're not committing to your answer. It just gives us an idea for numbers for next year. So are you planning on attending Barbara Bush? Are you looking at virtual school options, charter, private, homeschool? You're transferring to a different school in CFB, moving out of the district, or moving out of the country. So go ahead and select whatever option fits you. And then it says you're at the last page. Once you and your parent guardian are sure of all your selections, click submit. And once you click submit here, the selections are final and cannot be changed. So that's the course selection for 7th grade students next year, current 6th graders. That link will come out in the near future. So just have a conversation with your Bronco about what options they're going to select so that they're ready and prepared. And we're looking forward to a great 2021-2022 school year.